100 videos here on my YouTube channel. And I want to share with you guys a little bit about how I did it, or at least it's kind of simple how I did it. I just turned on this camera and started shooting videos. But I want to tell you the outcome of everything that's kind of happened with doing 100 videos, why I did 100 videos, and just kind of break it down for you. So here it is. If you follow my channel, I am a gig worker. I'm a gig worker first, and I'm now a YouTuber a second. But my primary source of income is as a gig worker. And I do all different types of gig work. In February of 2021, I left my job with the Department of Defense and started doing gig work full time. During the pandemic, I was watching videos all the time on YouTube about how you could make money doing gig work and whatnot. And I was super unhappy, compounded by the pandemic, everything with the work. So I was like, I'm just going to go do this gig work. So I bought this van and jumped headfirst into gig work. And I started out doing Spark driver, which is Walmart delivery. Then I started doing some DoorDash, and then Grubhub, and then I did Uber, and then Uber Eats, and then Lyft, and then Ship Shopper, then Instacart, and then Roadie. So I've had a chance to do a lot of different apps, and I really felt like I had a really good grasp of these apps and a lot of experience working with them after like a year. So this last May, the economy, I also invest in the stock market a bit, and that's just my personal thing. I don't do any of that with my channel at all. But I was investing a lot with the stock market, and as the new year rolled around, the stock started dropping, and I kind of saw the economy starting to tank, and I was like, man, this is getting harder. And as we were going into the summertime slow, I want to say the first week of May, I was multi-apping more and more. So I had to use other apps because during the winter, I really relied on Uber and Lyft because I just wasn't keen on getting out of my car in Wisconsin in the winter. It was super cold. So I was like, ride share is easy. They hop in and out, and I could stay warm and toasty in my car. And that was kind of what I was doing over the winter. Well, in May, as the economy kept sliding, and gas, fuel prices, everything was increasing, I started going back on YouTube. I was like, maybe there's something else out there. Maybe there's something more I could do. And I started noticing a trend with a lot of YouTubers that I hadn't paid attention to before. But a lot of it was clickbaity. You know, you could make $2,000. You could make $4,000 a month. You could make so much money doing all these gig jobs. And they were more or less just showing themselves picking up food and dropping off food and how the money was adding up. And it was interesting. It was entertainment, but it wasn't really information. It wasn't information on how to do certain things. And I kept thinking to myself, I wish people would have told me some of these tips and tricks, real tips and tricks to kind of help me along the way, because I've incurred a lot of mistakes, a lot of pitfalls along the way of doing gig work. So I was like, I started thinking maybe I should do a YouTube channel. And I kind of sat on that for a couple of weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks. And then one day I was just like, you know what? I grabbed the YouTube thing and started a channel, thought about a name, Midwest Express, because when I first started, I was thinking, well, maybe I'll do some courier work. I was thinking Midwest Express, courier, that's a good name for the channel. So I picked the Midwest Express, and because I'm here in Wisconsin, beautiful every day of the year. And so as I'm going along, and I'm kind of rambling here, but I was researching other gig tubers and stuff, and it really wasn't what I thought. I didn't feel like some of them were being truthful. And I thought, I'm going to do a channel and it's going to be truthful. So on May 26th, I shot my very first video, and it was, what insurance do you need? And that video went viral. No, that video did not go viral. I think to this day, I got like 86 views on that video. But at that time, I thought, this is the most important thing that everybody that's doing gig work, they got to know about insurance. And I still feel that way. But I was a new YouTuber. It didn't get traction. The algorithm didn't pick it up. It wasn't popular. It was just me talking into my camera, which is pretty much every video I've ever done, is just me talking into the camera on my phone. So that was May 26th of this year is when I officially started my YouTube channel. And I started doing videos about, like, I thought about, well, what other things do people really want to know about? They want to know how much you make. Not like watching me. I'm not going to do one of those channels where I'm picking up the bag and dropping off the bag and this, that, and the other. And I was all the video editing and all that stuff. I was like, I'm just going to post how much I make. So I put down my earnings. And I thought about what other topics do people need to know, and I started doing other videos. And I want to say I really didn't have any goal. I wasn't really focused on doing any set topic. I was just talking about things that I thought were interesting and helpful to drivers. And I was really kind of just going through, and I was kind of using it as therapy too. Like, I was venting a bit, and then other drivers would chime in and be like, yeah, I feel that same way. Same thing happened to me. And then I was like, oh, I feel better knowing that I'm not the only one eating shit sandwiches out here, you know, when things go wrong. So it was kind of therapeutic for me to start doing this channel. And May 26th, about I should say June 28th, about a month after I had started my first video. In fact, I had done a total of 14 videos my first month. So I was doing a video almost every 2 days, which is that's a lot of videos. But I was watching a YouTuber, and he did a topic of how to make money on YouTube. And I followed this YouTuber for like a year and a half. And I was like, man, he's got some good advice there. And it was very interesting to me, and it really inspired me. And I was like, I've got to get focused and kind of think about what I really want this channel to do. If I'm going to do this, you know, just whatever. So a couple more days go by, and now it's July 1st, and I'm knocking out a video about hack to the Walmart Spark app. It was about airplane mode, and I did this video, and one of the people commented below, and this person made some really hard to swallow comments. It kind of started off and says, you ramble on too much in this video. You don't know what you're doing. Next comment was like, you're too old to be on YouTube. Leave this to the professionals. And then there was one last comment that he had made. He left a nice chapter. And his name was my name. And it's one of the only comments I've ever deleted. Some I've hidden because they're not great comments for the channel. They don't spark conversation. They're just negative. And if somebody's too negative all the time, I will just silence their comments. I don't delete them, but I just silence them so people can't see them. I hide them. And that's just the way I run my channel, because I want this to be a positive environment. Now, not everything's positive. There's a lot of bad things about gig work, but this is one of the only comments I ever had to delete. And the last thing that he had said was, stay in your own lane. I felt like a bully. It just pushed me and said, stay in your own lane, man. And I was like, flip you. I got so upset by that one comment. I was like, I'm doing this shit. Nobody's gonna bully me. If somebody tells me you can't do something, I usually go the other way. When the crowd goes this way, I usually go another direction. So I was like, I'm gonna do this. So that day, I really sat down that evening and I was thinking, should I even do gig work? Should I do this video? These videos? I was just questioning everything. And I said, John, just do 100 videos. Do 100 videos. Now, that previous YouTuber had talked about, how you get monetized on YouTube. And to get monetized, you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers. And at that time, I think I was up to 38, 40 that first month, maybe 50. But so I set I thought about, well, what goals should I set? Should I set it to be monetization? And I constantly think about things in my life as I go, and I think about, what do I have control over? I don't have control over how many people watch my videos. I don't have control over how long people watch or how many people subscribe to my channel. So I said, well, I don't want to set a goal like that, because if I set a goal to get monetized or so many viewers or so many, I was like, just record and just start. And so that was my focus. I said 100 videos and 100 good topic videos. And my goal of making these videos was, one, be honest. Don't try to be clickbaity. Don't try to follow trends. Don't try to do what YouTubers are told to do to make their channel popular. Just be honest, sincere, and put out information of what you think other people would want to hear. So that's kind of why I started. I said, I'm going to do a YouTube channel that I can help other people. And I took notes because I don't remember all these dates and everything. But so here we are, 107 days after I decided I was going to do the 100 videos. I needed 83 more videos to complete, which I did as of right now. This is my 100th video. That averages out to about 5 videos a week. And at first I was like, I'm going to do a video every day. And I did that for about 2 weeks. And then I was just like, oh, I'm out of gas. So you got to kind of recharge yourself. And there's some times that I've learned in this journey of doing 100 videos. Sometimes you got shit going on in your life. And punching out a video is not always a great idea, because for this channel is not about me. In fact, this is honestly what I feel my first video about me. All the other videos that I've done are always about how will this help the viewer? And that's what I try to do on my channel. I want it to be about you and what I can offer you as a subscriber, that you can get value for watching this. Because I'm not the most charismatic person in the world. My nose is crooked, my teeth crooked. I'm old. But I feel like I have a lot to offer to the subscribers and to the gig community. So as of today, 100 videos completed. That was my goal that I achieved. Now the channel has had 135,000 views already. The channel has 1,285 subscribers. The watch time I haven't achieved it. The channel's achieved it. A watch time of 9,300 hours. And as of yet, for earnings, I have made nothing. So when you start a YouTube channel, you go through all these steps once you get to monetization. Monetization of this channel happened on September 27th. It is now October, mid-October. So they calculated how much my earnings were like the last day of September. And I'm supposed to get paid that at the end of October, I guess. And then for all my earnings in October, I'll get paid for it at the end of November. But The estimated earnings so far on my channel in 2 weeks is estimated to be $268. So, 100 videos, $268 equals $2.68 per video I've earned. So, not a big money maker, but the channel's still fresh. We've been around for 4 months now. So, I think that this will be an additional avenue of revenue for me, but it's not going to be my main breadwinner. I'm a gig worker. That's my tried and true. That's what I'm doing as of now. Now, if the economy goes to complete tank, then we'll reevaluate and recalculate accordingly as things go on. But I just wanted to kind of share with you guys my journey, why I ended up here. If there's anything else you guys want to know, leave your questions below. I will do more videos about this topic if you guys are more interested in it. Remember, you are the captain of your own ship. You can take your ship anywhere you want to go. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you're too old to do something or that you're too ugly to be a YouTuber or to stay in your own lane. All right? Like, subscribe, comment below, and we'll hit you on the next one.